that lovely straight line there. And we'll be able to reuse this. And then we would pick it up and do the same, the opposite way.
So you don't sew something the other side of it first?
No, you're only sewing one side. So you don't need to have tape that's this wide. The only thing that I find when you're doing quilt, you haven't, like, it's just so quick and easy to do. And the same when you're doing, Rosemary, can you just toss me up your quilt, please? So when it'll be in your thread, you'll have to stop, you'll have to rethread, you know, like, it's just messy. If you're doing what I did with that one,
where did you start with your first line of tape on this?
that has come, if you pull it down and pass it to me. Thanks, Pam. This one, I started with the narrower tape, and I started in the corner. Can you see? I've gone corner to corner, corner to corner. And when I'm hand quilting, this was the width of the tape. This back until you've finished machine quilting. Because if there's any movement with machine quilting, we know that we've got room for that to happen. So when we've got a really nice neat straight edge here, we're ready for this. Okay, so let's imagine this is 3 layers, and we've got beautiful rectangle,
Square.
90-degree corners. So then we're going to pop this onto here. Okay, now the other thing that you should do, again this has been quite technical, is you should know that, no, that's not going to work when you start. I just want you to start like this, pop a pin in here. Now we've got all these layers together. And we're going to machine. So we haven't got this here, just to make out this white's not here. We're going to pop it under here, and
start down a bit.
Yep. Right, now again, if you're not comfortable with where a lot of feet, this one has actually got it on here, Jenny. A lot of feet have got a 1/4 inch marked. There it is, right there.
Oh,
A
we did all this
of
this
your
time? God, I didn't
a lot
know
of
that.
your machine feet. Who was asking me about that? Maggie was. Yeah.
Oh.
You can check your machine. A lot of machine, not all of them, but a lot of machine feet will have that 1/4 inch. So you know that when you get to that point, you can see where you are out a 1/4 inch. So you stop at a 1/4 inch. All right. Reverse stitch. Take the thing completely out of the machine and cut the thread off. So we're going to have stopped. I have to go up a little bit because of the head of the pin. We're going to have stopped there. Then we're going to turn this, and we're going to come like this, and we're going to fold that to there.
Okay.
And then we're going to come back down here. Now, if you look at this, you've got your 45-degree line
Already
happening right there. All right, so 45-degree line back. So we've got to stop there at a 1/4 inch. You get that, Jane?
Yes, thank you.
Stop there at a 1/4 inch. You can see that.
So it's a double.
Now the really important thing to do is to stitch those down. Don't leave them open. These are not very good miters. Let's have a look at this one. This one might be a good.
Oh, you've also stitched this one as well. Yep.
All right. So then you finish up with that, with those two. So you can feel that the bulk of those corners is underneath each of those. So they tuck under.
And how do you join the bit?
Just like that. This is thick to pin through, Jenny.
Maybe the
But
pins
it'll
are
be
blunt.
nice and cosy for a baby. And then what I do is then I find like my halfway point, and I actually fold them back on each other like that. I actually take that to the iron and give that a nice little touch press with the iron. And then I bring these out because I've just got enough room to do it. I've got about 8 inches here.
On you stitch it.
I bring these out and I've got a nice little crease line right to the end, and then they probably actually cut that off and start again, and then tuck their raw edges under and then
It's not
sew
so
them.
hard doing it the other
The
way.
miter is not difficult. The mitered binding is not difficult. And it probably sounds quite complex, and I've tried to explain it, but really when you sit down to do it. And when you come down here, it makes perfect sense that you've got to stop a 1/4 inch before the edge. Because you want to get that 45-degree line right into the point. So if you stitch that 1/4 inch right over that point, you've gone past where your 45-degree background, you just want to camouflage. This little placemat that I've made is a sashiko stitch, which you will have seen on Japanese things. This is 4 circles that are stitched and turned inside out, and then these are folded. Can you see that's 4 circles?
Yeah.
Really simple. A little yo-yo in the middle because my middles didn't meet perfectly, so no one will ever know because I love sticking buttons on things. And this is just a sashiko, so this is a very thin iron-on pellin in here. I didn't need to be anything thick, and it's just a sashiko stitch.